Hello everyone, it's Kayla, and today I'm doing something a little different. I am starting a top 7 series on my channel, and I picked the number 7 because it's my favorite, so that's why. And today I am discussing my top 7 current TV shows. These are in no particular order. It was hard enough for me to pick a top 7, people. I can't rank them, okay? Alright. Except for the first 2. I know what my first 2 are. Number 1 and 2 are equal. Number 1 is Game of Thrones. It's on HBO. It's a fantasy based off the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin. It's fabulous. It's always nominated for Emmys. It never wins. It's just so good. Filled with characters you love, filled with characters you hate, and just the political intrigue. It takes place in this fictional world called Westeros, and it's not high fantasy, but there are dragons. Gotta love dragons. Who doesn't love dragons? I just love the badassness of Game of Thrones. It's so addicting. Things happen and you're like, what the hell? Heart-wrenching moments happen and you're like, really? People die. No one is safe on that show. People die. I can't really say anything else without spoiling it. Definitely check it out. Give it a couple episodes because I've heard that people think that the first couple are boring because of the setup, but they're really not. The cliffhanger at the end of episode 1, I'm just like, oh my god! Next episode! Click, click, click! Clocking in at number 2 is the amazing Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is an AMC show, the home of The Walking Dead, although Breaking Bad is 10 times better. And before you get all technical, I know the series finale was a couple weeks ago, but it's still current in my heart. Breaking Bad is just fantastic. The actors, it has the best acting I've ever seen in any television show. Aaron Paul and Bryan Cranston have won numerous Emmys, and well-deserved Emmys, and the years that they lose, they deserve to win those too. The show is just amazing. It just won for Best Drama this year. So well deserved. It's about a high school chemistry teacher who gets cancer, and in order to provide for his family's future, he goes into business with a former student producing crystal meth. And granted, it's not a good morale show. It's about an average guy who slowly starts to become the villain, and it is just amazing. The characters are incredible. Best show ever. Ever. I mean, it's just mind-blowing, and the stuff that happens, I'm just like, oh my god. And I am just heartbroken that it's over, and it had the best ending it could possibly have. So bravo to the creators of Breaking Bad. Oh, the feels. Those are my top 2. Now the rest are just all mixed together. The next show I'm talking about is Orphan Black. This is on BBC, and I recently discovered this because I was at my grandmother's and I was bored, and all 10 episodes of the first season were on demand, so I was like, let's check this shit out. And 12 hours later, I was done with the season. It was so amazing and intriguing, and the mystery and the acting. Oh my god, this girl's playing like 7 different parts and they all seem different. You never even think twice about it. It's just incredible. Conspiracy. It's about this woman who's pretty low in life, doesn't have much going for her. She sees this woman at the subway station and she starts to walk over to her, and when the woman looks up, she looks identical to her, like clone identical, and the woman jumps in front of a train. So in order to escape her life, the girl Sarah, her name's Sarah, the main character, she assumes this woman's identity and pretended that she was the one that died. Meanwhile, she just screwed herself over big time because little does she know, this is a whole clone conspiracy and there's like 6 of them. Mind-blowing show. Amazing. So addicting. Check it out. The next show I'm going to talk about is Downton Abbey, also a BBC show, and it is so addicting to watch. It's like a soapy period drama, but the characters are just amazing, and I love this show so much. It's just about the people that live at an estate, the upstairs people, the higher class, and then the downstairs people, the people who serve them, the butlers and things like that. And the characters, Matthew is all I'm going to say. I love him so much. He is like my number one fictional TV boyfriend if I had to choose. The acting is fantastic, and the story, and I mean, it starts off with the front page newspaper has the Titanic sinking on it. You know it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? It just shows this group of people over the course of time. And I believe in the 3 seasons that it's been on so far, it spans over 8 years. So time moves pretty quickly, and it covers World War I and what people went through. It's just so amazing. Check it out. The next show I'm going to talk about is Parenthood, and that is on NBC, and I believe it's in its 5th season, and it's just about a family and the drama involved with family. It showcases 4 siblings, their parents, and then their children, and each of the 4 siblings has their own issues to work out. And it's just amazing. I know I'm saying amazing a lot in this video, but it's true. It's just hilarious sometimes. The show makes you cry sometimes. All ends of the emotional spectrum with Parenthood. Oh, I love it. The next show I'm going to talk about is Scandal on ABC. I have never seen a more addicting show in my life. This show is kick-ass, awesome. I can't even begin to tell you how amazing this show is. It's just so good. It's from the creators of Grey's Anatomy. And since Grey's has kind of jumped the shark about 5 seasons ago, Scandal is just... Kerry Washington stars as Olivia Pope in Washington, D.C. She is a woman who runs kind of like a PR firm, but they're not known for PR. Basically, if a famous person or politician gets into trouble, gets into a scandalous situation, hence the title, they come to Olivia Pope because she is a professional fixer. Her and her team are a team that fixes situations. It's basically like episode to episode there's different cases, but then there's an overall arcing story going on. Most often the cases that she's working on have a element to apply to her own personal life, and she is a hypocrite because she is having an affair with the President of the United States, played by the handsome Tony Goldwyn, and it's just so addicting, and I love this show so much. Definitely check out Scandal. It's a win-win, I promise you. The last show I'm going to talk about is Once Upon a Time, and that is also on ABC. And words cannot express my love for this show. I love this show so much. It is like all your favorite fairy tales and Disney elements combined into one. Basically, the evil queen from the Snow White story casted this curse in fairy tale land that sent all of the fairy tale characters to our world, but they don't know who they are anymore. And that's basically the premise of season 1. The evil queen is the mayor of the town that everyone gets sent to. Her name's Regina. And let me just tell you, what a bitch. All the villains on this show, my favorite character has to be Rumpelstiltskin / Mr. Gold. They all have a real life counterpart name. And I just love him so much. He's played by the wonderful Robert Carlyle, who hasn't gotten an Emmy nod yet. So sad. Because he's just fabulous in this role, and I love all the characters and the way they combine and intertwine. And let me just tell you, Snow White's a badass on this show, man. You don't want to mess with her. You don't want to mess with her. And the reason I started watching it is because how can you not watch a show that says from the creators of Lost on the preview? So those were my top 7 current TV shows, and I think I'm going to implement a 3 honorable mention system as well, just to make it an even 10, but not an even 10. So 3 honorable mentions has to be Legend of Korra on Nickelodeon. It is the sequel series to Avatar: The Last Airbender. I can't leave this video and not mention Legend of Korra, at least in some type of way. Second is Glee, and I didn't mention it because it's really fallen off my radar, only because, number 1, I don't give a shit about the new characters, number 2, not enough Leah Michele anymore, and number 3, It's really sad to me now that Cory Monteith has passed away. And my third honorable mention will be The Walking Dead. And I didn't include it in my top 7 because sometimes I care about it, sometimes I don't care about it. It just depends. And it's one of the shows that's addicting, and I loved the first season. The second season was kind of eh. The third season got really good and then really bad again. So it's just kind of like an up and down type thing for me. I don't know why there's a lot of hype for it as much as there is. Daryl Dixon. Heart. Let me know below if you guys watch any of these shows. Let me know below what shows you guys watch. I love talking about television. I love it so much. Also, let me know below in Tartarus what you guys want to see in this top 7 series that I'm doing on my channel. Let me know any topics that you guys come up with. Maybe I'll make some videos. Alright, that's all I got for you guys this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see more of you in the future. Bye! And today I'm doing a... But it... also let me below... Oh, and also let me below... Oh, and also let me below... over the course... Yeah, it's spanned. I mean, the cliffhanger at that, but you know.